Hey guys, and welcome back to Treasure Theory. I'm your host Jordan, and today we're going to be doing another market watch update for the One Piece TCG, where we take a look at the market, see what people are buying and selling, so that we can be smarter investors and collectors. Today is currently May 21st, 2026. We're just going to get right into the video today, but of course, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And also, I'm affiliated with GamerSupps. Be sure to click the link down in the description below. Use my code POPPERTHEORY to get 10% off your order and enjoy yourself some nice GamerSupps today. Alright guys, without any further ado, let's get into it. So real quick, before we see what people have been buying and selling, I just wanted to shout out all of my Boa Hancock release event winners. This card has been pumping like a mofo, guys. Have you been seeing the crazy spike in prices going on with this card? I bought this card for about $90. It's now $321, at least that's what people are putting in the market, but we are seeing a significant spike in this card, so I just thought I'd let you know. But anyways, let's get into it, guys. So at 7:36 a.m. this morning, somebody woke up nice and early, had their sip of coffee, and decided to buy themselves a PSA 10 of the OP04 Boa SP. I relish in the fact that some people can just do this. I need this card. I'm currently missing the set, and now that we know that OP16 is going to be doing a continuation of this set, I'm probably going to be more heartbroken when that Robin comes out, and it's most likely going to be super expensive. As we can see, it was best offer accepted, which turned out to be $1,700 US. Still a pretty expensive card, but nice buy. Next up, we've got the Nami SP from EBO3. Guys, I really think these EBO3 SPs are going to start taking off very soon. As you might not know, this whole reprint of EBO3 and OP13 is looking like a huge nothing burger. I really don't think it's going to affect the prices on these cards very much. And as much as Uda was the manga chase card in this, I really think the Nami, Boa, and Robin are basically the top chases for this whole set. And this was sold for $1,900 USD, which is, you know what, honestly, not the worst price. I've seen this card selling for $1,400, $1,500 just for the card alone. So really interesting to see this, $1,900. Next up, we've got a Tony Chopper, a Japanese gold leader card from EBO2, selling for $1,250 USD. And as you guys know, we did a video on this recently. The EBO2 gold leader cards have been flying off the shelves. The prices have been getting ridiculously expensive, and some people have decided to go the Japanese route rather than the English route because the cards are just so ridiculously expensive now. But we can see here that there's only 57 total PSA pop count for the Japanese Tony Chopper. And I was reading a comment from somewhere, and they were talking about how it wasn't too long ago that they were coming across these gold leader cards in Japan for like $50, $100. So it is crazy to see the spike in this, but these are super rare cards, and I don't blame some people. You know, it's food for thought. If you can't afford a card, maybe go the Japanese route. Next up, we've got a $2,000 USD sold Monkey D. Luffy convention exclusive foil. Now, if you didn't know, there's a couple of versions of this card, and obviously this is the highest sought after one. It's a foil card, and obviously it's an exclusive promo card too, so I think the price is just going to continue to shoot up over time. It's also such an iconic looking Luffy card. I mean, we've seen this at the base shop. They've made figures of this. It's a fantastic look, honestly. It's a really nice card. Not sure, I've never seen this in person, but I'm not sure if it's textured at all. But regardless, really nice card, $2,000. It's an exclusive, so something to consider. Next up, we've got the 3rd anniversary winner card, the Luffy card. This sold for $750 USD. The PSA pop count's 2,500, which is interesting to see that. As you know, the creator of Black Clover did the art for this card, so that's pretty cool. Just like we saw with the 5 Elders from OP13, that was also drawn by the creator of JJK. So really interesting to see these Japanese artists, these really famous Japanese artists collaborating in the One Piece TCG, but $750 USD is honestly solid. I mean, these winner cards are just going to go up over time. Anything in like the Treasure Cup realm, I think, is personally valuable, and there's just not as many as you think there is. So, and that's why I think we're seeing this Boa card starting to go up now. So next up, guys, and this is insane, somebody bought for best accepted offer the 1st anniversary set. Half of them are PSA 9s, and the other half are PSA 10s. Honestly, not too bad, but let's take a look at the price and see what this was actually bought for. Okay, so a huge price drop here. It went from almost $7,000 to $5,200 USD. Wow. Okay, well, hey, I mean, the sale still happened, and, you know, it wasn't all PSA 10s, so I guess that had to be considered. But, wow, talk about a big buy right now. And, you know, I've never actually seen these cards in person. It's kind of cool to see the texturing pattern on some of these cards as well. We've been seeing this set explode in price recently, so yeah, that was bought today at 6 a.m. Next up, we've got the college basketball promo card. Now, if you didn't know, there was a huge fiasco behind this. You know, it was kind of like the Dodgers card. A ton of people at the events were just trying to scalp the cards. And I believe these cards got stolen. Like, there was some kind of thing. I have to look back at it, but I believe, like, a bunch of these got stolen. But anyways, you know, as you can see, there's a massive amount that exists that were all graded. And by the way, I just want you to, like, think about this for a second, okay? You know, when we look at the average amount of PSA cards submitted for One Piece, it's not very often I see PSA submissions past like 5,000-6,000. 5,000-6,000 is already a lot. This is almost 12,000, guys. So we've had 12,000 submissions of this specific card. It makes you think, right? It makes you think maybe specific people got their hands on this and, you know, tried to up their value by submitting it. So food for thought there. But anyways, moving on. We've got a Japanese Mihawk selling for and best offer. Let's take a look-see. We've also got King selling for 1,000. So a little bit of a price drop there, but honestly, not too bad. I've been meaning to get this card. It is a PRBO1 now, so we have to consider that. It's not the original from OPO3, but overall, still a pretty cool card, and, you know, it's a manga chase card, so there you go. Also, it's on the cheaper end. Next up, we've got the notorious Bubble Zoro from OP14. This was definitely when the spike of SPs started kicking in when OP14 came out. But as we can see here, this sold for $2,600. Actually, it did not. Let's quickly double check and see what it sold for. For some reason, 130 points acting up. Okay, well, anyways, we can only assume it's around that price. I mean, overall, super beautiful card, and again, I think these type of SPs are really going to do well long term. I mean, they're literal art pieces. They look fantastic, and the gold trim on these are phenomenal. Moving on, we've got a Perona Championship finalist. This is sexy, okay? Seeing the championship stamp along with the finalists on that, now that is a juicy card. This sold for $1,900 USD. Look at that pop count, guys. Only 27, okay? These are super low print, okay? That is awesome. I love that. Super, super awesome to see that. We've also got a Japanese boa here selling for best offer, which was $1,100. So, you know what? Not too bad. A little cheaper than the other boa, but again, the prices are starting to drop up. We've also got this Zoro Juro, which is, you know, Zoro from the Wano arc, obviously, selling for, let's see here, best accepted offer, which was less than $1,000. $925 USD. Honestly, not too bad. I mean, this is one of the more expensive Zoro SPs that exists next to the Bubble Zoro. And this, I'm just a huge fan of this design in general. Just the look of these cards. The green and purple also work well. I just actually bought the Mihawk SP that's on its way as well, so that's super exciting. But there you go. Next up, we have got this beautiful PSA 10 of the Nami SP from OP05. Guys, this is a gem. Take a look. I got this card myself. Got it in the tag slab. I'm a huge fan of tag. And in fact, I got this card discounted because it was sent to tag, which is mind-blowing to me. Super awesome, beautiful card. Selling for $800 USD, so honestly, pretty solid. We've also got the Sanji manga card, and I am, oh my god, I'm praying that I get this card someday, because Sanji's my goat. Not even 1,100 PSA submissions, so that's super interesting, but yeah. Wicked card. Another boa, guys. Another boa is selling for $2,500 Canadian, or $1,800 USD. Next up, we've got the PSA Magazine exclusive PSA 10 of the Luffy card here. Super awesome card. I have this card, actually, let me get it for you. This card is an absolute gem. It really represents the Wano arc and the situation at hand. No spoilers, of course, but, you know, it's got the whole crew on there, which is fantastic. And, like, I do think these promo cards are going to do well long term. There is obviously a lot of submissions here, but, you know, people who were subscribed to PSA got these cards as well, so it's hard to say. But in the same breath, I do think they're fantastic. They're really beautiful. I do think these are worth having in your collection, personally. We've also got the Family Guy Chopper. I'm hearing people call this the Family Guy Chopper now, which is pretty funny, but we can see here that it was sold for $640 USD. You know, that's fair. Honestly, it's like I said, it's a you know, Treasure Cup Champion event pack card. Beautiful looking card. Well, beautiful is one word. But anyways, you know, this is another one of those regrettable not buying situations that happened to me. I talk often about the championship top 64 Nami card that I was trying to get for $400 Canadian. I was also trying to get this card off a guy for about $400. But I didn't trust him. He was kind of like doing weird stuff. I wasn't sure if it was legit or not. Decided not to do it. But the fact this card is now being sold upwards to $3,500 USD hurts the soul, man. Let's get through our last few cards that we've got here. We have got the recent Crocodile Treasure Cup card selling for $1,600. Super cool looking card. Bit of a dark picture here. We got a video here. Let's see this video. Okay, so they got a video at least, but they could definitely use some better lighting. That's for sure. But yeah, super nice card. Crocodile is definitely a top favorite villain in the One Piece TCG. $1,600. We've also got the OP13 manga Ace selling for almost $2,000. You know, one of the top chase cards in OP13. Granted, there was a lot in that set. I'm personally chasing this card as well, and as every day goes by, that becomes further and further from reality for me. Anyways, we've also got this super hard to get. This is a low pull rate Luffy leader card from EBO2. EBO2, guys. Selling for $1,500, almost $1,600 USD. Super sick card. Probably one of the scariest looking Luffy cards that exist. He looks like a straight villain here. But honestly, I think that's a good play. And you know what? Let's end this off with a banger, guys. We have got a top 64 Boa selling for almost $5,000 USD. Again, this is insane. And can somebody like help me understand? Why are some of the top 64 cards selling for way more than the top 16, the top 8? I really want to know. Is it just because it's a nice Boa card? Because, you know, if it's that straightforward, I guess it's that straightforward. But, you know, some like top 8 and top 16 cards aren't even half this price for like that season. So, anyways, there you have it, guys. Those are the cards that were recently bought. This was bought out yesterday, May 20th at 9 p.m. But yeah, we've definitely seen lots of Boas being bought out. That Boa specifically, lots of SPs, but a nice variation in today's video. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. A video should pop up on the screen. Be sure to click it, and I will see you over there.